Hello, everyone. We'd like to welcome you to this week's episode or edition of Community Engagement with Tony Davenport and Mr. Steve Young. Today we're going to start off with a quick prayer or moment of silence, and we'll start from there. Go ahead, Mr. Young.
First, I want to say Assalamu alaikum, peace be unto you, shalom. All that means peace to everyone, and we would like to start off with a moment of silence at this time. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Yes, community engagement, Brother Steve Young and Tony Davenport, and we have a lot to cover. There's a lot been going on, and we want to continue to move forward in different things.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, we're supposed to have a young man coming in here, Jorge Raspado, today. We're waiting for him to arrive. But until then, I guess me and Mr. Young chat a little bit about some of the events that have gone on over the last week.
Oh, shoot. First, I want to start off with something from Jesse Jackson.
We can win. You must never stop dreaming. Face reality, yes, but don't stop with the way things are. Dream of things as they ought to be. Dream. Face pain, but love, hope, faith, and dreams will help you rise above the pain. Use hope and imagination as weapons of survival and progress, but you keep on dreaming, young America. Dream of peace. Peace is rational and reasonable. War is irrational in this age and unwinnable. Dream of teachers who teach for life and not for living. Dream of doctors who are concerned more about public health than private wealth. Dream of lawyers more concerned about justice and the judgeship. Dream of preachers who are concerned more about prophecy than profiteering. Dream on the high road with sound values. You must never surrender to inequality. I was born in the slum, but the slum was not born in me. And it wasn't born in you, and you can make it. Wherever you are tonight, you can make it. Keep hope alive.
So we just wanted to let everybody hear that's some speeches from the late Reverend Jesse Jackson, and he's been laid in the state of Rainbow Push, and in Chicago as well as in Washington, D.C. And we just wanted everybody to share that with everybody. And he went from Chicago to North Carolina, where he laid to rest, as well as to Washington, D.C., culminating in his service and his life. So we want everybody to remember his life. And those young people who don't know who he is, you're looking at him through the works of the community, to those who standing up to truth, justice, and equality for everybody. So you just wanted to start it off with that. I thought that would be very comfortable to say that.
You would bring that and play that part, because today I was at North Main Street School and Washington Avenue School. And I'm reading books to them, had a read across America thing. And one of the things that I was talking to the fifth graders about, I watched them, I asked them about, are you ready to go to, the middle school and this and that? And they said, no, we're not ready and this and that. And basically I had to sit there and talk to them about making sure that they reach for the stars, and they might, reach to the sky, they might touch the stars. I forgot how this phrase went. But, and to make sure you follow your dreams, dream big, don't stop. And that's exactly what I was telling them here. You brought that in here today, man.
Beautiful. Timing is key, man. And they got to see some type of hope in something.
Yes.
And that's why Jesse Jackson used to say, keep hope alive. So your young people don't know where that phrase comes from.
Yes.
That comes from Reverend Jesse Jackson. And those who don't know who Reverend Jackson was, you know who Dr. Martin Luther King was. He was a student of Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yes.
I mean, when I say student, march with him, talked with him, went to jail with him. He
Fought
taught
with him.
him,
Yes,
prayed with him. You
everything.
know what I mean? Step by
Yes.
step. For all those who said they was with
Yes.
Dr. Martin Luther King, most of them was lying.
Yes.
Well, with Reverend Jesse Jackson, it's the truth.
He was there.
Yeah, he was the truth.
He was there. But it's ironic because our kids they need that. They need to hear that today. You know what I mean? Something that was brought out so long ago, and today it's missing. And I watched a group of kids, and it was amazing. I felt so good about myself when I left there because I could see that they were catching on to what I was saying. I had to tell them a couple stories about, how certain things didn't go right for me, but I never gave up. I went right back at it, and it ended up working out. So I told them, I said, you just can't give up, and you can't fall, victim to your fears. You got to conquer them. Am I correct?
You're correct. But what they see as example is young people graduating without able to read and write and fill out an application.
Yes.
And then you want them to stay in the classrooms for 6 hours,
Yes.
and in the school for 6 hours. But they say, what's the product of that?
Yes.
They're not
What are
teaching
you
me.
getting from
They're
it?
not teaching me where I came from. They're not teaching me my culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know what the real world going to look like when I step out of
And they're
high
not
school.
giving them a real plan to get to where
Exactly.
they need to be. You know what I mean?
So
And
it's like a failure. It's designed.
it's a shame. It's a shame. So.
But how can we, as adults, though, allow these things to be taken out of our school? Trades and talking about how to read and write, and how did that happen with all the black leadership, all the professors,
Yep.
all the doctorates that we have, and professionals? How did that happen to our communities?
You know what's even, like when you said that, how was it taken out? You're talking about the trades and things of that nature. But, most of our kids don't even know how to sign their names anymore because they don't teach them cursive writing in schools. And those are basic things like that was up on the wall. When you walked into a classroom, you saw the regular letters, and then you saw the cursive writing. So you knew how to do that. You knew how to perform it. You knew how to sign your name. They can't sign their names anymore.
Okay.
They can't, man. And it's in our community. They're not doing it in their community.
Correct.
They know how to do those things, but they let it happen here.
Yeah. So it's a failure, but the solution is, and we gotta be careful who we elect.
Yes.
And even after we elect someone or select someone, we must hold them accountable.
Yes.
What does that look like? When they ain't doing right, you got to tell them.
Yes.
You got to expose them with the truth.
Exactly.
And that's the greatest power we can have. See, we don't have no weapons, no guns and machine guns, and bombs and everything, but we have the truth.
Yes.
And, when truth comes, what? Falsehood vanishes.
Yes. You have to use it, and you have to stand by it.
Yes.
Like they say, 10 toes in, you got to be on it, man. It's just a sad thing. And when you talk about electing people and putting people in these positions, we just had some crazy things going on here in Pleasantville, where we talked about a situation that happened at the board meeting, and I think you were there, and a gentleman offered, from what I'm hearing, for 2 females to meet him outside. And this was one of the board members, So when that happened, it was kind of shocking. But what's even worse is that what I'm hearing is that the same gentleman was just appointed to the city council.
Okay, well, back up a little bit so if I can understand this. Was there a vacancy? What was the process of filling the vacancy? All of that. Can you explain that to everybody?
Listen, Mr. Young, that's one thing that I'm trying to find out because I know how it's done, but are we following the guidelines in the proper manner? You know what I'm saying? Because the thing of it is that we as a community have to make sure that we're putting the right people in those places. Am I correct?
That's correct.
So there were a few candidates that had applied for it. One of the candidates had ran for the position and lost. The other 2 just applied. So the candidate that ran for it and lost by 50 votes never even got selected to the final 3. So that was kind of, I didn't understand that in the first place. But, are they doing their homework, or are they just selecting people to suit their own agenda? You understand what I'm saying? Because if someone tells your mother or your sister to meet them outside, you know, does that person have the correct character to sit into another position that's a little
No, matter of fact, I would have beat them at the door. You know how I say, well, you ain't got to go outside. I'll meet you out there.
You know what I'm saying?
And
that's
nothing
not
like that
that's
should be
not
done.
where we should go as a community, especially from our elected officials. You know, they shouldn't behave in that manner.
No, we have to respect and protect the woman.
So how do you
they
get
give
rewarded
birth
for that?
They give birth to all of us.
Yes.
So if we're not protecting the woman, we're not protecting the nation.
Not protecting your community.
Absolutely not at all. So that's a major issue we need to deal with. So whoever that young man is, and now he's a council person,
Yes.
we need to come in here and talk to him.
Yes.
You know, let's talk it out.
Yes.
Let's expose what happened. Be a man up. We inviting you here. And when we found out your name, we're going to call you out.
Exactly.
Because something like that needs to be called out.
It needs to be called out.
So it won't happen again. And that's the main reason.
And those that selected him need to be called out also.
Absolutely. What was the reason for that?
Exactly.
And especially if they was aware of it.
Exactly.
Because that's what accountability is. When you know something, you're accountable.
And you do nothing.
But if you don't know, you got an excuse.
Yes.
I didn't know.
Yes.
But when you know, you account. That's why people don't want to listen to us sometimes to hear the truth, because they like, oh, now I'm going to have to do something that's right.
Yes. Yes.
Well, today we can't help that. That's just the way it is. But the democratic process now was the seat that was filled.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a Democrat or Republican that was filling the seat? Which party was filling the seat?
Well, you know, there's only basically a handful of Republicans in Pleasantville. And most of them are, you know, older, and they're not really a part of the process.
Right.
So you're looking at Democrats doing that to Democrats. Am I correct?
Yeah, so
So-called.
So give me right. So Joanne, who we had here, and I want to say congratulations to her for Women's Month. The council gave her an award, as well as Miss Judy Ward, the mayor. They received congratulations to them. You know, the council gave them a Women's History Month award, and that was very touching for them to do that. But you mean to tell me about from Joanne? Her position, she left her position on council, so it has to be fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the process of fulfilling it?
Well, I know that you go and you submit your name, you know, because I've done it before. No, I've never done it myself. I never put in for a position like that. I always ran for my position. So you put in for the position. Once it's vacated, you have whoever wants to sit in there, they put their name in the pot. I think the Democratic Committee, right. Selects 3 names.
The Democratic Committee has a special meeting.
Exactly.
And anyone who wants to run usually comes to that meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And they select 3 people.
Yes.
That's committee people in the Democratic Party.
Yes.
In order to bring those 3 names to council.
Yes.
Council selects 1.
Selects 1. And within doing that process, it's supposed to be you get a chance as a candidate to get up there and tell the committee who you are and what your goals are and why you want to sit in that position. But from what I'm hearing, that this was never done. It was just, someone who said, well, I can make this here choice on my own, and that's what they did. And they selected the 3 people.
Well, this is so familiar because it happened several times in Lang City when they come to filling the seat of a mayor. Mm-hmm. Because Frank Gilliam was mayor, and he had to step down.
Yes.
So the Democratic Committee had to select 3 people. And then they selected the mayor now, Marty, right? And after they selected him, those 3 names, so I think it was 2 females and 1 male. And that went to council. And council, with all the conflicts that they have, nepotism and everything else, selected him to be mayor. So, and keep in mind, he had ran for office about 5 times, didn't win.
Exactly.
But he finally got selected by a committee of people. And then after that, he was elected. So people got to know the history and the process that people go through.
Say that
and
again?
It's the same thing. The process.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and it has to be fair.
Yes. And that's all you ask for.
That's all. That's all. Just give everybody a fair opportunity. And that should be for everybody, especially in Pleasantville. I mean, There's no way that things should be going on like it is in that process. But it's all the way up to the county, though. Let's hold the county responsible, too, because the county chair plays a role in some of the politics.
Plays a big role.
Yes. In the selection of what's going on in your community.
Yes.
And most people don't know who that person is.
And they're the ones who select for the county positions and all these other positions that people get to run for. And, you know, some of the people here in Pleasantville never get a chance to, you know, even get thought about because you don't fit the mold of what they want.
Right.
Or you rub somebody wrong one time or another.
Well,
you know you've done that a couple times.
Listen, man, I'm just telling the truth, bro. Just telling the truth. You know, this brother put on social media, man, the other day, and I was surprised he did it. He said, Atlantic City is like a cult. I was like, oh my goodness, wow, why would he say that? And then he started explaining it. Well, you know, if you're not part of this person, you know, this group, then you're not included. You know, and if you don't have no inclusion, then you're on the outside. If you're on the outside, then that's what cults do. They say, look, we have our own people that we select to do certain things. So I said, man, he was telling the truth. It's like a cult. Now, people don't know what cult is. Look it up. But the brother said, look, he said, I don't care. I'm going to let it out. And the young brother, too. I was like, oh, some people starting to listen and standing up for themselves. And he had no material motives.
Yes.
He just wanted to tell the people the truth, you know, about what he felt.
His feelings.
Yeah, what his feeling was.
Yes.
And he has a lot of people that actually was like saying, look, I agree with you. It's definitely like that when it comes to employment. It's like that when it comes to jobs and different people getting different businesses getting different things, and some of them not getting nothing at all. And we have that. So you know, the cult got to go. You know, just
you know what? It's the whole mindset, man.
Because look at it. Because look at the conditions that communities are in with this type of mindset. So it has to go. So we're at 609-641-8870. You're on live with Tony Davenport, Brother Steve Young, and the community engagement. Let's talk about it.
Yes. Please call in. We have a couple announcements. Mr. Hawks asked me to read this annual Radiothon fundraiser that WEHA and the Hawks Foundation is having. I think it's going to be Thursday, March the 19th, 2026, from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. You could talk with Lady Praise and friends. Like I said, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., 88.7 and 100.3 FM, www.wehagospel.com. They're a 501c3 organization, so all of your donations are tax-free. You can Cash App at $ We Have Gospel. So please do not forget, this is going to be a live annual Radiothon fundraiser. The number is 609-641-8870, extension 2. That's WEHA Gospel Live Annual Fundraiser, Thursday, March the 19th. So we look forward to that.
And I have another announcement. This is a nonprofit group called A Wish presents Black History Month 2026, Expressions in Black. It's a fundraising gala, and it's sponsored by the Hamilton Township Committee woman Tracy Thompson, and it's hosted by entrepreneur Maria Newman. And MC is Damaris Jones, and everybody know Damaris. It's Friday, which is tomorrow. 3/6/2026 from 7 to 10 p.m. Tickets are $50. Dinner includes award monetary gifts. And it's a best dressed male and female. So those who got stuff in the closet, come on,
break it out.
You have a place to wear it now. You know what I mean? Expressions, and it's going to be Expressions in Black Community Award, Corey Bard and Deborah Hamani. And then it's going to be a Trailblazer, and First Black Deputy Mayor Award is going to our brother Robert Laws.
Really?
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's right, for Mays Landing.
Yes,
Yes.
and he's also the business administrator for Pleasantville.
Yes, he is.
So he's going to be.
Who I've been trying to get on here.
He's going to be getting an award, so we're talking about you now. To purchase a ticket, 609-336-1210, and it's going to be the Hamilton, and it's going to be the 4403 Black Horse Pike, Suite 1000, Mays Landing, New Jersey. So I just wanted to let everybody know that, and it's an announcement.
But yes, Mr. Young, we definitely have to get to the bottom of some of this stuff, the way, people are selected and our community is being run.
Right.
You know.
Well, like I said, like we've been saying, people allow it. But I'll tell you what happened, because we was talking about town hall meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So at the council meeting Monday, just happened to go there.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very tense meeting, it was, because there was a selection process. So when I get there, I guess everybody thought I was going to, talk about the process.
Yes.
and who was going to be selected.
Yes.
And I went right into community. And basically what I said, community, in the word community,
Mm-hmm.
you have come, you have commune,
Mm-hmm.
you have unite, and you have unity.
Yes.
I said, we need that in Pleasantville. We must put down the titles and come together and talk to each other. Communicate is also in the word community. So without that, then we don't really have a plan in Pleasantville until we put down the titles and come together with a plan together. Because if you got a plan separately, that's not community.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Some people have agendas, which is their own plan.
Exactly. That's why they don't want to meet together.
Exactly.
But those who's willing, I told council we need to have that. And I told them we was working on it,
Mm-hmm.
and we need to have it like soon as possible, because, and I'm gonna actually talk to this young man. He almost like in a threatening manner
Mm-hmm.
to council. If you don't vote for a particular person, especially Hispanic, then there's going to be almost like a war at the polls. Like, we're going to get you at the polls. You don't have to have that approach.
Yes.
You got to use what's there.
Yes.
You got to hold them accountable with us there. And I'm telling you from experience, because I didn't do threats. I carried out things. One thing that we did in the community. So in order to do that, we need to have that conversation with that young man.
Yes.
Because we don't need no more of the division. Because it's enough division right now. You can pick which court you want to go to.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's crazy is because I can remember in the beginning when they first started, they were the same ones that came to me and yourself and needed help.
Yep.
And the thing of it is that we were there to help them out at that time. You know what I mean? So to hear this type of rhetoric that's being, and that's what it is,
Right. And for fairness, we know it don't mean everybody,
Mm-hmm.
but it's almost like you're stereotyping everybody.
Well,
and we as black people know what racism look like. Don't play with that.
And when you say, if you don't elect one of us, then there's going to be an issue, then there is a problem.
Exactly.
You are being racial. It may not be racist, but it's racial. Am I correct?
Oh, absolutely. I know.
Definitely.
I mean, look, who else know what racism look like? I've been locked up 30-some times. Racist. I've been fighting this system because of racism for years.
Yes.
I know what it looks like.
Yes.
But I know how to fight it.
Yes.
And it's a way you can fight it the right way, where everybody, you deal with solutions.
You know what's so crazy, though, and you say that, like today I went into a store here in Pleasantville. I'll let you know where it's at. And I walk in there, and this young lady in there, a Spanish young lady, right? And her sister, all of us, we all grew up together, all down Woodland Avenue, growing up, tight as we could be. And we started talking about some of the things that are going on. And she said, Tony, it was never like that here. We never felt like we were separate from the community just because we were Hispanic. So why should we have someone who just got here think that they can come in here and basically bully us into doing what they want? And that's what it is. They want to be bullies. And that's not something that we can have.
But if the good people stay quiet, then this is what you get.
Yes.
We assume that that's, you know, and you know what assume means. The three letters of the first three letters in the word.
Yes.
You become that because of the fact of the matter is, this is all that you see and hear. So people need to step up and speak out and say, no, we're not like that.
Exactly.
We're peaceful people.
Yes.
You know, we're family.
Yes.
And we're a community. And we need to stick together to fight evil.
You've been treated like that in the past.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why do you think it's okay for you to behave in this manner? You know,
unacceptable.
It really is, man.
Unacceptable.
And for it to go from the school board all the way down to city council, like, you know, that's kind of bold.
Well, that's where the buck stops, and that's what I'm basically letting them know.
And the thing of it is that you spoke on it. No one else said anything.
That's the whole thing.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
because you got most of councils, you know, you got some black men sitting there.
Speak up, because if I was sitting there, you're not going to come in there and say that.
No, you was there.
You're not going to say that.
Different thing. Because what happened, we settle for what people say.
Yes.
Instead of, you know, the truth of the matter. And the truth of the matter is, those type of things do not exist to the majority of the community in Pleasantville.
Exactly.
We're very much united.
Exactly.
And we need to strengthen that unity.
Yep.
And we have to let people know we're united.
Yep.
And the only way you can do that, we got to come before the public sometime and say, no, we are united front. I would love to, and this was the thing I was getting ready to do at the council meeting, but my 3 minutes was over. I was going to ask Joanne, which is a white woman, myself, and this Latino young man, let's stand together beside each other. Because sometimes when people see a visual, it's different than the words.
It
You
makes them
understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, and we need to still do that. And I don't know if they're willing, but we can find some other, you know.
Yeah,
folks
find somebody else. Exactly.
But I think it's the need, because if that person been vocal all this time, that needs to be the person.
You know what's funny is that, you know, my neighbors, I got Hispanic neighbors all up and down the street, man. And you know who they come to? They come to me because they know I've been there for them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when you hear someone that throws that kind of, you know, rhetoric and that, you know, nastiness out there, especially what's going on, you know, with our government right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not the time for you to be speaking in that manner, you know?
It's time for you to unite with everybody.
Yes.
Everybody to have the same common
Yes.
goals. And that's the majority.
Yes.
You know, so
and like I said, just today, I'm in the classroom today, and it's Hispanic kids. You know, it's Washington Avenue, which is mostly Hispanic right now. And you know what? They were asking me when I left, when are you coming back?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So what they're doing is they're systematically poisoning our children when they're speaking like that. Because if they're doing it out in the public, then you know what they're doing at home. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
It could be a lot worse at home. You know what I mean? The things that are being said.
Okay, 609-641-8870. Community engagement with Tony Davenport and Steve Young. And we have a caller. Caller, welcome. You're on the air.
Hello, caller.
This is Davenport?
Yes, it is.
All right, my grandson wants to talk.
Sure.
Hey.
Hi, Mr. Davenport.
Hey, big man, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
I know you are, man. How's everything going? Everything's going good?
Yeah.
All right, what's going on? What do you want to talk about?
I just wanted to ask a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I don't have nowhere to play.
Say that again?
I don't have nowhere to play basketball.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me? I know that the rec center is closed down, but they don't have a school open for you to go play at all here in Pleasantville. Is that what you're telling me?
Absolutely. And I'm going to let him talk. I'm going to step out the car. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Like the kids have half a day, and they have nowhere to go. No gym is open. When they get out of school, it's nothing for them to do. Now I'm going to let you talk to them.
well, you know, I just want to let you guys know I had a conversation with the athletic director of Pleasantville at the high school a couple weeks ago. And me and him talked about putting a plan together to get some of these gyms open. And his name is Zachary, and he's very open to making sure that you guys have somewhere to play. So, Miss Alexander, are you still there?
No, she went somewhere.
She went. So me and you, let's get together. You know what I want you to do? Your grandmother has my phone number, and you have to give me a call so that me, you, and I have Mr. Young right here. We're going to put something together because we have to make sure that you guys have somewhere to play. As much as I've done to try to make sure that you have somewhere outside to play, now we're trying to deal with the inside process because it's cold outside. So, you know, I understand what you're saying, and we both feel what you're going through. It's so funny because both of my grandsons were down here at Woodland Avenue and out in the cold today playing themselves. So I know what you're going through.
Yeah, that's definitely unacceptable, and we definitely, as adults, will stand up and fight for you. When you can't fight for yourself, we will be there.
Yes.
Definitely, and we'll carry it out one way or another. You can get it. We're gonna get it done.
Yes. So where's your grandmama at? Bring her back to the phone.
Okay.
You know, this is really unacceptable. You got spring break coming as well.
Nothing
These children don't have. Now, who makes the decisions on opening and closing? Because that's what we need to be talking to.
Yes. They had a fire.
That was months ago. Come on, man. Insurance come through and everything, man.
Steve. And even if the
And it
insurance
wasn't the whole
didn't come,
gym.
even if the insurance didn't come through, you got people. They got
It's
money. They could
emergency
have went
funds,
there.
anything,
Exactly.
all that.
Get it done.
Come on,
and then
I would
get
like
the
to see a
money.
report from the
Yes.
beginning to end,
Yes.
to date,
Yes.
of how taxpayer money is being
So
used.
it's not just on the school system, it's also on the city of Pleasantville. But, you know, we should have, not only the rec center should be a place for them to go, but we have schools that are there. I was at Washington Avenue today, full gym. You know what I mean? No one's in there right now. How come these kids aren't able to go in there? You know what I'm saying?
Who makes the decision?
Yeah. Miss Alexandra, are you there?
Yes. Wait a minute. I have another question.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait a minute. I was in the car. Okay. So we have an incident with how this school, I mean not the school, the travel team banquet. Okay, so earlier in the year, when I was talking to you, I told you that they charged every kid $100, right? So now we've been asking for a concession stand all season. We've been bringing the people in. We could have been raising money so we could do something for these kids at the end of the year. Well, I guess you know, Chris in charge of the recreation. I'm just put it out there like that.
Hold on, say that again.
Now,
Say that again,
now
please.
Who?
Huh?
Say it again. Repeat that.
The whole thing?
Yes, you said who was charging what?
Trina.
Okay.
Trina is in charge of the rec center. So, what she's running. So, what I didn't understand, first of all, how can you collect that $100? We was giving her cash app, and money orders. I felt as though it should have been a registration QR code, whereas though you register online and all the money will have a paper trail, like they do with the jokers. It's
Yes.
registration they put online, and you fill it out like that.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, at the end of the season, we're having a banquet at Harbor Pines. What are those kids are going to do at Harbor Pines for 2 hours? You know what I'm saying?
What is that?
It's like a country club. So anyway, now only the players get in for free. Any parents or siblings that want to come have to pay an extra $50.
Wow.
Are you out your mind?
It's not funny, but you got to.
So you paid $100. Now they want an extra $50.
Families that have like the other kids or a grandparent and they have to spend almost $200 to go to this affair. That's all they're going to do is sit down, have dinner, have a trophy presentation, and that's the end of it. That's not cool. Not for no $100. After that the uniforms that just popped up with the Grizzlies on it, blue and white. It's just a whole lot going on. So the parents have gotten together.
Good.
And it don't look like we're going to this banquet. It don't look like it's happening.
So, Miss Alexander, I need to ask you a question, because I heard a story that you guys were sharing the shirts on the uniforms with other players.
The JV and the younger teams are sharing jerseys. Like, literally play one game, take the sweaty jersey off, and yeah.
So I have several questions, but I know you're
My
going to...
question is, where's the money?
That's what my question is going to be. Where's the money? How much was collected? And what bank is in? All of that.
So wait a minute, Mr. Davenport.
Yes.
It's end of the season. The season's over. Now all of a sudden we have a pop-up fundraiser, raising popcorn, selling popcorn for 4 days.
And the season's over?
And the season's over. What's the money for?
So let me ask you a question. Did you also tell me that they wouldn't let you have a concession stand?
Absolutely. But why are we raising money at the end of the season? Because if it's 45 kids playing, that's $4,500.
If you do the math.
If you do, it's not adding up. And why does a parent or any sibling have to pay $50 to come to the banquet? It ain't like they serve a shrimp cocktail. It's a chicken patty, rice pilaf, and a vegetable medley.
Same thing they always serve.
Absolutely. So, a lot of the parents got together, and we have two options that's being worked out as we speak.
Uh-huh.
The showboat have a banquet room,
uh-huh,
trophy presentation,
yes,
and then they can go right across and play in the arcade for 2 hours.
Correct.
Yes.
If that don't pan out, which it already is, but I don't want to put no names out there, we can do a bowling party. We can do the presentation in one of the banquet rooms and let them kids play. Okay. All right, now I'm quiet.
So now let me ask you a question. How did the kids do this year?
Undefeated the whole season.
Undefeated. And be treated like this.
Undefeated the whole season. We lost the championship game, but people have been coming to see Pleasantville. You know how much money we could have made? We had like standing room only in the middle school, up in the high school, just to come see these kids play. And we didn't have near bottle of water to sell. And the parents offered to do it. They offered to do, the concession stand.
And it's amazing because a few weeks ago I went to one of those games,
mm-hmm,
and I seen how good they playing, really good.
Yes.
And it's a shame. I would like to know. I have some questions that I know you can't answer, but I want to know who's this committee that's making these decisions of where this money going. And I would like to see the minutes of the meeting that it was approved to say how much this going to cost and where they're going to have these events.
Well, we have a rec committee when you look at City Hall. We have a recreation committee. And I know Ms. Formularo was chair of that committee. And I'm going to definitely, I know she's at a big event tonight, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm going to talk to her about this here. But we have to get to the bottom of this, Steve, because we cannot, I've talked to Miss Alexander quite a few times about this situation, and I'm not sitting on the city council now. So, I would hope that they would take it by the reins and deal with this thing. but it seems like
somebody's stealing from our children, man, and we
Yes.
shouldn't be sitting back taking that lightly. I'm just telling you
Yes.
like it is.
Absolutely. Where's the money? Where's the money at?
Yes.
Now, mind you, I talked to President Carter Thomas last night for a good while. I was supposed to receive a call from Councilman Laws today. I never got the call, but I'm going to follow up on it tomorrow. But something got to be done.
Well, you know what, Miss Alexander, what we're going to do, and I know Mr. Young is ready for this. We're going to get a couple of the parents, whoever you've been talking to that's been organizing. Let's get them together, and me and Mr. Young will sit down with you guys, and let's move it forward, because we cannot continue to just let this happen, and we can't let it go for another year. We can't let it go for another day. We got to make something happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because, the kids over here that's been playing, like me, I take my grandson over to Lane City. They can go to Uptown, West Side, anywhere to play basketball. They have nowhere to go after school. Nowhere. We ain't gonna talk about the girls, but the boys have nothing to do.
Well, you know what's so funny, Angie, is I haven't mentioned her name, but I watched my daughter, this was her first year coaching, and the girls from the middle school did so well. And to watch those girls rally around my daughter, I mean, it made me so proud to watch my daughter sit there and have the attention and watch these girls want to learn, and then ask me, Mr. Davenport, are you going to come down here and help us? So the thing of it is that these kids want to learn. They have the drive. They have what it takes to be better, and we're not giving them the tools and, access to the schools in order to get what they need.
Yeah, we can't
When
keep quiet about this.
there's nowhere for them to practice. They don't want to put the lights on down Woodland. Nothing.
Don't you took care of that?
Yes. 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 Well, you know what, Miss Alexander? I'm going to call you tonight soon as I leave here. And, me and Mr. Young, he's going to drop me off tonight. We're going to talk. I'm going to call you when I get in the car, and we're going to set up something with the parents. So let's, if you can get with a couple of the parents, let's get together and have a conversation tomorrow or early next week. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Tell your grandson I said congratulations. I'm proud of you.
And thank you for speaking up. We appreciate that.
And I owe him something. Tell him I told him to call me. He never called me.
He just did.
God bless you, Angie. Love you.
I'm really getting tired of the atmosphere over here, especially when I got grandchildren over here. Not only that, but children, period. The situation with the jokers, the basketball court with no lights, all these attacks against our children.
But you know what, Steve? What's crazy is that I raised $10,000 to get those lights done a couple years ago. They're so arrogant, they won't turn them on for the kids.
Who's they? We really got to get to this.
The recreation department will not turn them on.
Who's the recreation department's boss? I mean, let's call it what it is. We need to talk to them.
You have a mayor. You have a city council president.
We need to have a conversation.
You understand?
We really do need
All
to have a
of them need to be held accountable.
There's too much going on, and it's being exposed more and more every time we get on the radio.
And I'm going to tell you, it wasn't easy. I worked hard to make sure that was done for them. It's not for me, but for our children to have somewhere in the summertime at night to have the lights come on. You go over Atlantic City, parks are lit up.
And it's not only affecting our children anymore, it's affecting the family. When you got to pay $100 for this, another $50 for that.
You're getting nothing.
And you got money already. Where's the grant money? No grant money came through? Huh? Where's the city? City has a budget. Some money goes into recreation. How much? Where did it go?
The question is, who and what matters most to them? Am I correct? I mean, me and you talk about children all the time. You know what? Today, when I went down there for Reading for America, Read Across America, I was there. We had some firemen. We had a couple policemen there. Some policemen were there. Joanne Formularo, and I saw the mayor. I didn't see no one else there. Not one other person. Now, you got a chance to go into the schools and have one-on, basically be able to touch and, have a conversation with these children. You don't take advantage of it. You're too, I don't know what you want to call yourself, but when you don't have time for our children, then you shouldn't be in those positions. You shouldn't be in those positions, man. This is once a year. Once a year. Get out there and get in those classrooms and read to these kids. Let them see who you are. Let them see you in a suit and tie so they know what they can become.
Right.
It was something that Tweedle used to always say, Mayor Tweedle, how are you going to be me if you don't see me? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's something simple.
And that's why a career day has always been good.
Yes.
Because you have firemen, police, you have doctors, lawyers.
Yes.
Anyway, so there's career fields.
Yes.
It starts with the children at that age. And that's the only time they're going to see them or even learn about what a fireman does, what a policeman does, what a lawyer does. And that don't teach you in the school.
And I'm gonna tell you,
only when
Steve,
you come there as a career day.
I applaud our fire department, our police department. They're there. They can say, people can say what they want about them, but when I'm there, them jokers are there.
Right there.
They're right there, man. And it seems like they care for our kids. They're doing coat drives. They're doing things of that nature all the time. And, when our kids can't get the basics, like you go into any other community, man, and gyms are open for little kids. Gyms are open. We have someone within the system that gets upset when they have to open up the football field for our kids. And they're working for the school system.
And that, right.
There's some things that really need to be addressed.
And that's why, there's a such thing as we was talking about, all these developers coming here that we call a community benefits agreement, where the community can get funding from these developers to open up their own community center to be ran by the community, not but through politics. And that should be done in every community. Because now the community has control of their own destiny.
Yes.
And they be able to sustain themselves through fundraisers, everything else, and don't have to depend on government to open and close or vote for this and that. It's a committee of community people coming together.
And the developers have some stake in what's going on now, because that's what matters.
Absolutely.
They're part of it now. And
it's about inclusion.
There
when you don't feel included, then you feel dropped out.
There you go.
Yeah, so
you know what's crazy is me and sit down with you when this here first came about with the sewer situation that we were trying to put together, and that was a multi-million-dollar deal that we had, Steve, and you were part of that. You were part of it. You know what's so crazy is that the snow hit, I go up my street, there's potholes in the street a foot deep, where I had to call Kyrie. And he comes right out, Mr. Davenport, I'm coming out there now, and I got the truck out there. We got to go cover this place up. But they're at the point where all they can do is patch it up. Why? Because the resources that we would have had with that deal, for that sewer deal, to get these streets done, was denied.
And this goes on all over the country, mostly.
In our communities.
How we select people and elect people that don't know how to do business. These are not business people that we elected. They're friends of a friend of a friend that owe a favor, most of them. I hate to say it, it's like the brother said, it's like a cult.
It's like a cult.
Instead of finding the best qualified person that knows about business to take care of business.
Yes.
And that's what we need, especially when we're dealing with our children. That's our future. How big is Pleasantville? How many miles? About
what is it, like 10 square miles?
10 miles. We can't handle 10 miles, people. We can't come together about 10 miles. But that's the point. 10 miles, we can't sit down and deal with it. And Atlantic Avenue, and Main Street look the way it does. And that's our main strip. Because when you see our downtown areas and the urban communities, you see the effect of our communities.
Yes. Yes. I go down there today. There's about 5 people hanging out in front of the liquor store out there on Main Street. And it's allowed to happen. And it's not even hot outside yet.
No.
But already they're hanging out in front of the liquor store.
And you got what, about 30 vacant stores?
Yes.
With houses on top?
Yes. apartment buildings.
And no developer, nobody wants to come here. I mean, are you taking care of business? I'm just saying. It speaks for itself.
And you know what's crazy is that when I was on the council, it was a meeting we had, and we have a developer here, and he wants to do some things, but he also wants stuff for free. He wants to be given things. And I'm like, how are you going to sit there and take grant money that came to you and just give it away, to fill someone else's pocket?
Well, I'd like to say,
hey, Jorge, man, what happened to you?
Tell him to call in.
6. Listen, can you call in?
We got 4 minutes.
Okay. The number is 609-641-8870. Yep. Is that right?
That's all. Yeah.
All right. All right, call in, man. We want to, that's perfect. Wait for your call.
I missed my point now, bro.
But Mr. Young, is something that we got to handle, man, because like you said, we cannot continue to have inexperienced people that don't know how to do business, handling business for our city.
Yeah.
And then when you're making decisions like what was made at your council meeting, you're bringing in someone that just basically put a bad taste in your mouth and mine.
Yeah, and we still got to talk to that gentleman.
We got to see what's up with that.
Yeah.
We definitely do.
While we're waiting on Jorge, National Action Network is having a convention April the 6th through the 11th, and it's going to be at the Sheraton New York Hotel, and it is free.
Yeah.
Free.
In New York?
For all those days, Times Square Hotel, Sheraton Hotel. That's 811 7th Avenue, New York, New York. For those who've never been to New York, it's a good time to come.
Are you staying up there when you go, or you go?
Yeah, I'll be in and out most of the time because it's 2 hours away. But you can go to nationalactionnetwork.net to sign up, and we look forward to seeing you there because there's going to be a lot of celebrities there. I mean, we've had billionaires there, and we had Stevie Wonder, Michael Jordan. I mean, we've had, politicians, the president been there,
huh?
Barack Obama, and up close with them is really a treat. Yeah. And, that's why, he was able to be with Jesse Jackson,
yes.
Different geniuses like that.
Yes.
Okay. We're on community engagement now, 609-641-8870. Caller, you're on the line.
How you doing?
How you doing, Jorge?
I'm very good. How are you, my son?
I'm doing great, man. Wish you were sitting here with us. Me and Steve were ready for you, man. We were looking forward to this.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness, man.
How you doing, brother?
I love you, my friend.
We love you too, bro. You had us all excited, man, ready to go, man. Because you one that should be recognized every day.
Yes. Yes.
You too much.
Hey, Jorge, do us a favor real quick. We want you to tell the audience about you, how long you've been here in Pleasantville. I know the things you've done, and Steve told me more that you've done with him, which was amazing. Just tell us more about yourself, man, how long you had your business going, and, what you do for the community.
Oh, my goodness. I want to do it real quick. Okay. I came to Atlantic City in 1989.
89?
89, almost 30. Oh, my God. Don't even say that number.
Gospel 88.7 WEHA.
Go ahead.
You done?
Yep. No, go ahead.
Okay. And then I started my paper like almost 15 years ago.
So you started out with a newspaper?
Yes, they call it Society page.
Okay.
Okay, and after that one, I go to different kinds of business, nightclubs, restaurants, and then, when you get married, you got to decide which one do you want to choose, paper or nightclubs. I said paper. I don't want to lose my family.
Did you choose that?
It's serious, man. I used to make a lot of money in a nightclub.
Yes.
And I used to forget about it. But, it's too much stuff in the nightclubs. You know that.
Yes.
Yes, we gotta choose. You got a good family too. Come on, stop playing.
You know it. You know you had to make the right decision.
Good. This thing is not about money. This is about family, my friend.
Yes.
It's very, for me, it's the more important thing I ever had in my life.
That's beautiful.
Yes. Okay. After that one, what can I say? I bought a newspaper almost 15 years ago. And for the past 5 years, I've been doing the Columbia Festival in Pleasantville. And you guys are unbelievable, man. You used to be the councilman over there, and then you helped. And Steven, no, this guy is like my brother. he told me anything. He said, jump. I had to jump.
He told me, he said, no matter where he went, you was right there with him.
Yeah, he traveled.
We got stories.
Yeah, he traveled this to work.
Steve, we got stories. We don't have no time for this.
No, we don't. That's why we wish you was here earlier.
Hey, listen. What we want to do is, being that you couldn't make it, we want to have you back next week. Can you make it next week at 6 o'clock?
Next week, 6 o'clock.
Yes.
I do. Yes. Let me. Yeah. Let's go put together.
Okay. Good.
Don't touch me over there, my friend.
Huh?
Don't even touch me. Don't ask me so many questions. Ask me a little question.
Hey, Hoy, I just want to tell you, man, you know, you're one of the most realest people that I've met here, man. And, you know, you've treated me like a brother. And listening to your Steve tell me stories about you and him today, you know, I really look forward, man, to having you here so that the community can understand what unity and togetherness looks like. It doesn't matter what race you are or where you come from. It's about how you treat people. And you've always treated me like a brother. You treated me with respect and love, and I appreciate you for that, man.
And
so
I just want to echo that right quick. You're the longest-standing newspaper that actually exists, especially for all communities and all cultures. And you're not like the Atlantic City mess. You actually be live on the ground, boots on the ground stories and travels. You went all the way to Newark and walked through us to Mount Clair. You was driving down and videotaping everything, doing marches and rallies. I mean, that's appreciative, and that news would not be able to get out without you. So you were very appreciative, brother, and the community should be applauding you and accepting you more and supporting you more than what they're doing. And we're going to do our best to make sure that happens.
Oh, man, thank you so much, guys. Listen, I want to say, Tony said something, unity and togetherness.
Yes.
That's unbelievable. I want to put a little bit right there. When all our people getting together, my friend, and engage, we make a real difference.
Yes.
That's me, you know. I always have a slogan that says, building our future together.
Yes.
And listen, you don't even know, man, what I have for the future. It's better than good.
Man, I just look forward. We look forward to having you here Thursday, man. So we're going to leave the whole hour open for you. I'm pretty sure I talked to Mr. Hawks. I think he wants to be here also with you. He couldn't make it, so maybe it was a blessing that you didn't make it today.
Yeah, so we're gonna save most of this for next week. And if we have to come and get you, we'll come get you as well. Appreciate you, brother.
I have to be in my camera because I got to record everything.
There you go, man. That's perfect. That's perfect,
I don't want
man.
you to get me in trouble.
We look forward. Hey, man, if you can, bring your wife, man, because I haven't got a chance to meet her. And, you know, we like to have it here. It's just a family thing, man. So we want to let people know that, you know, we're here together and we're trying to make Pleasantville a better place.
Yes.
Tony, you mean my wife, don't you?
No, I never met your wife.
Get out.
Nope. Nope. I met your daughter. Listen, I met your daughters.
Listen, your wife is beautiful.
Yes.
More beautiful than my wife.
That's
we have a beautiful women.
You know it.
It's unbelievable. We are so blessed. Man.
And you know what, Jorge? We wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't for them, man. I know where my blessings come from.
Come on, man. Come
Love
on, man.
it.
You know that.
Love it, man. Hey, man, I really appreciate you, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the invitation, and next week.
Next week, man. So I'll give you a call.
My buddy.
We'll give you a call probably tomorrow or definitely early next week, Monday or Tuesday, right?
Gotcha.
Hey, man, God bless you, man.
Appreciate
Enjoy your
you
night.
again. Thank you,
Always
brother.
a pleasure.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man. So we
Ciao.
Thank everyone for another hour of power with community engagement with Tony Davenport and Brother Steve Young, and we're going to hear from you next week. But we want everybody to thank everybody for listening. And if you wasn't able to call in, you can actually watch us again.
There you go.
You can go to www.wehavegospel.com, and you can see us on Facebook as well.
Yes, yes.
So thank you very much.
God bless. Good luck. Enjoy your night.
Gospel 88.